Celebrate. 17, we fell in love. High school sweethearts. Yeah, we took the vow, man and wife, forever. We're back. Oh, too hot, too hot, too hot lady. Gotta run for shelter, gotta run for shade. It's too hot, it's too hot, too hot. Lana. And earlier this morning when we were doing our show, we seen a lice place at One Punch. I don't know. Sometimes these things come back. You know, sometimes things happen. I mean, let's put it this way. I said I had that dream with those round things. I'm not lying, you know. And nothing that I do on this show is lying. You know, I want to learn. I'm serious. I mean, whatever thing I'm in, I'm all in. And if there's a will, there's a way. I mean, I do have a vision. I do have a goal. You know, a happy thing. You know, I'm gonna put a lot into it. You know, it's risky, taking a big chance, but I believe in it. Like, you know, I believe it could be done. You know, and I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, what is it? I mean, life is but a dream. It's risky at times, you know. It's, you know, you never know. Like I said, like the 11 seconds, you know, you never know. You know, it could change. I mean, the dream I had last night, there was like all these workers were like in our house, and it was a lot bigger. And they were just like, you know, my mom was there, my aunt. I swear to God, she was like, I remember I was just like, my office was down in the basement. Seriously, I don't know. It was like, there was some weird shit going on. I mean, I'm talking, this is like, you know, 3 o'clock in the morning when I got up. I was like, you know, what is this? You know, it was like, it was all these workers, and they were good. Like, they were Italian guys. And, well, we were supposed to, I don't know how far we got with that video. I know I said I was going to go over and do something, but I don't know. Let me see if the spirit wants me to. No, when I do the show, I mean, lately I am. You know, I'm not making fun of anything or anything like that. I'm trying to get back into it. And one of the things that, you know, that I did that was what do you call it? Yes, what's the right word? A move, a step. Yes, a move, a step. One of the things that I did, you know, a move or a step, a woman's place in the White House. All right, this. All right, so I mean, all right. So I did post that well, that thing with Sunset. We were just talking a little bit. It's just I can't just hang around like on the thing and wait for a response. You know, like 30 minutes later or something like that. You know, I got a woman's place in the White House. Yes, we really feel that way. We do. The right woman, the right one. And same thing with a man. Like, you know, the right man, the right woman, the right man. Why don't we have dual, like two? Talking about cool jets that were mad we made so long ago. For my love, feeling the pain. Oh, it's too hot. All right, so we got. Actually, what we're doing here is we're trying to tie it up a little bit. I'm dead serious too about the woman thing, you know. Well, I was at Uni House. I was, I went and got my degree. I even spent some time at Northeast, and my vision back then, I'll be honest, it was like 2008. We had a cognitive therapist, and then the other person there, like, she was so smart, so kind. I was like, why are you nice to people? Where did I leave my water bottle? All right, way back there. Yes, the water I have on here, it's been there a while. I've been meaning to change it, but I don't know how long you keep water in there for. But I was going to take the Gatorade, but I forgot that too. So when I was there, like I said, like, that's what I want to do. I want to have a marker. I mean, because this one girl, and the guy there, they were just probably got a flat there going over that thing. They were just so nice, and I couldn't believe it, and I took that nice as something else, I mean, sometimes that's just the job, we can relate that to like politics too, sometimes when people are really that nice, it's just a job, it's just a job, sometimes, these jobs are not easy. I mean, sometimes they're messy, but I know, but in your heart, some of the listeners that are huge, big Democrats and liberals, I know, and everything I'm saying here, you're totally disagreeing with, because, because it works for you. I assume it works for you, and I'm glad it does. I'm just saying the things that I was noticing, through my steps, through my journey, through all that, just talking to people, especially, a few times during these elections and stuff like that. I was like, well, they say that for for bringing people up, especially the poor and all that kind of stuff. And it was just I was seeing it a lot, and and then I was getting a little bit turned off, But then again, all right, yes, he's sorry he's doing this. Man, relax, man. It's 4th of July. I mean, either they like you or they don't like you. You go, I mean, we know what you're trying to do and everything, it's admirable, I mean, some people are gonna enjoy this for the content of comedy, there is a little bit of comedy there, and you are still a wreck, that's the truth. You're definitely a wreck. At 17, we fell in love. High school. Where's the guy that, I don't know, I can ask him. That's what I like to check 1 2. That's what I like to. I mean, I have to talk to the voters. I have to talk to them, and that's one of the things that I was hoping for a lot more of. Instead of 7 months here of the collusion and all that, I think it should have been nonstop. Talking to both the voters, both Democrat, both Republicans, just constantly. On CNN, on MSNBC. And just, bring them together, because you would be amazed. People would understand it a little more, hearing the stories. It would be like I said, there's a lot A lot of people out here doing exercises. You know, a lot of them. A lot of people. We're gonna have to end it here. I'm just gonna finish my little water here because I guess I can leave the bike there. Oh no, there's someone coming out of baby carriage. Oh, they're getting into the car. Some kind of tail light here. Tail light. One headlight. I mean, that's what I might try to start doing. I mean, it could work. I'm just getting the tail light up. This looks like it belongs to a 55 Chevy. 55, what probably a starter problem, I would assume. That's 17. Alright, so we'll start doing that, like, you know, start talking to the voters. 17, in the high school sweetheart. Oh, it's too hot, too hot, too hot later. Gotta run for shelter, gotta run for shade. I hit the branch, man.